Hey up, I'm Fu, and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. Everyone is currently asleep, but that leaves us a little bit of time to chat. So there's a few things I've noticed. Oh, skate pod. Ooh. I was hoping we could chat. I will still chat. So, one thing I noticed between episodes is this turbine is actually blocked by some trees, so we will need to, remove some of the zone for these trees. It is a bit of a shame that we'll lose any wood from it, but I'd rather, have the windmill actually working. So we're going to select these trees. I'm going to make sure to get them to be chopped down. So that's that. What next? Well, the escape pod's probably the next thing to deal with. Oh, they're actually right there. That's very convenient. We will need to make a room for them, so I'm going to make this room. It is our medical bed, or it has been our medical room in the past, but we'll mark this for a prisoner, and we'll get someone along to it. Probably Tashi, thanks your bionic leg. So we're going to capture. Actually, I never checked your skills. You're not that great, but at least you can do things around the colony. You can haul. That's one of the big things. So actually, I'm going to select you. Thank you. Yep, so we're going to give you at least herbal medicine, which is all we've got in this colony currently. And you're going to be told to be chatted and recruited. So that should work out. And then when people get up, actually no wait, I will prioritise you to be treated now. Yeah, because I would hate for you to get infected. Yeah, left arm, torso, whole body, blood loss. Yep. But we should be able to deal with you in time. Oh, that was an interesting start to this episode. I didn't expect it. And that's what happens with the dice roll, I guess. I guess it's the closest analogy is dice. So luck of the draw, luck of luck of whatever. Anyhow, we'll mark that to be hold. So rain. Yeah, let's double check your difficulty. It is 57%, and we do have Ed down here, who is the brother of Ayers. Well, how's that for an interesting start? Let's get back to chopping some wood. So I have noticed as well that in our listing we've only got 25 wood. So we definitely need to flag some of these trees to be chopped. Now we will get a lot of wood when we harvest our little forest at the bottom, but it will help if we flag some of this now. Yep. So that's already flagged, and I think probably this bit. Actually, Jabear, what are you doing? You're hauling some granite in. Well, I won't stop you, but Tashi, do you mind chopping some of these trees down? I think prioritise chopping those. The closest is a lot easier. And yeah, Bertha's going to be working on this. Not really the first thing to be working on. I probably could cancel the job just for the time being. Which, you know what, I might as well. Because I can always set this job up again at another time. So there we are, it's cancelled. We don't need another storage room of whatever. Still not sure what to put in it. It's probably going to be maybe food storage, or I have to see what I said in the previous episode. Or wing it, one of the two. We have a mental break. Yep, that is fine. It's not the end of the world. We can deal with that. And we have combat supplies. I guess we could get rid of some of our items. What has everyone got? You've got a club, so yeah, for sure. We're going to swap that item around. Let's see, what can we give you? Well, I'll give you the assault rifle, because that's the first thing I saw. Assault rifle, cool. You're actually going to do these walls now. So it is my hope that we can try to incinerate these guys. I don't know how well it's going to work, but it won't stop me from trying. Yep, you're going to do the work. Actually, we need a door as well. So better if I cancel that job and tell them to do how much wood do we have? We don't have a lot of wood. I think I'll just make it out of, what's that? Granite? Yeah. Yep, granite. So we'll put a granite door in and we'll see how this goes. I won't lie, I am a little worried about it, because on previous times this is been quite disastrous for us, and of course we are missing one in the corner. Just have to see how things go, but it is night time, so we'll have to see what happens in the morning. Okay, morning is once again about, and people are going around their daily duties, and Ed is actually up and about. He has developed immunity, which is really great to see. So we have a chance of actually recruiting him now because he's not in pain. Now how about Rain? What's Rain's opinions? Let's see, your needs. Your needs are all relatively fine. The psychic drone definitely doesn't help, and without tables and... Oh, so you're a nudist. How about that, Rain? You're a nudist, but you're wearing clothes when you crashed. Ooh, wow, panthers. It's very tempting to get a few panthers to have around the place. But I think we'll leave it for the time being. I just realised these animals are out and about. We want to try and restrict them to, what's that, Area 1. It's the safest location for all of them right now. Especially with this crashed ship about. So we'll do that. Hopefully people can get around to doing the final pieces of work. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame that we got a small little hole in the wall, but we'll leave it. Also, why? What are you doing? You're doing some stone cutting. Yeah, I guess that's fine. That's because we have no wood. Well, how about this? You can chop some trees for us. Jabir, whereabouts are you? You're doing that. How about Bertha? You're harvesting a tree? Why? Because I just clicked on you. You can cut that tree, and Airs cut... You can't cut trees because you're not assigned to plant cutting. That's fair enough. Yeah, so the trade caravan's going. It's not the end of the world. Another one will come through probably in a few other days. A few days' time. Hopefully. Crossing our fingers here. Well, this is interesting. Really curious to see how this goes. I'm expecting it should work, but I have never seen it. I've never watched anyone do it firsthand. Okay, there we are. And could you continue roofing this? Yeah. And you're going to go cook a simple meal. Fair enough. Just get someone else to build the roof. There we go. That's another 2 people. Nope. And that wall hasn't been done. Well, one of these 2 once they've done a bit more roofing. Yeah. So why can you build the wall then? Yep. Thank you. And then build that roof area. And yeah, I would love it if you finished it. I don't think you are. No, you're only going to do 1. That'd be right. And you're stargazing out there. Is that the safest location? That's not too bad. It could be worse. Yeah, because most of the animals are asleep. So we got away very lightly there. And the other thing, we have a steel mortar. I wonder. Hold fire, fire, nope. I wonder. We can't target a location, can we? Hopefully they can hit this building, so when the heating stops working, we'll be able to see what happens. But I think we'll leave that until the morning of the next day before we attempt anything. Okay, it is the next morning. So I believe it is now time to attack. This area has been totally enclosed, which is really great to see. So we'll get someone in there with a Molotov cocktail, throw it, and then leg it out and see what happens. So let's see, does everyone have weapons? Everyone who can fight has weapons. Yes, Airs has weapons. Why can fight? And you have, yeah, just grab everyone that I know can fight. Bertha cannot fight, so time to recruit and see what happens. Now, Jubert is the one with the Molotov cocktails. We want to throw it inside the area, which unfortunately we can't. So Jubert, come up a little closer. Oh, a bartender named Matthew Pinder. Pinder? Yeah. Calls you from nearby. He's been chased by pirates from Crab's Craig. Do we want to offer this guy safety? I think not. We are just about to attack this psychic ship. Yeah. We're going to ignore the safety. We need to put all of our support and all of our efforts on this guy over here. Now, this should be relatively easy, but I'm not going to take the risk anyhow, so we're going to ignore the message. Yep, Matthew will die, probably. Anyhow, is everyone around? Yep. It's time to space everyone out as well. So let's see if we can put Tashi down here. You think we put Yvette wide just there. Fu can go in a little closer. Airs come around there, and that's relatively staggered. So we're going to put Jabert here and see what happens when he fires. So slow it down to a 1. So what happens? You weren't going to throw him. Well, I'm going to make you throw him. And fire. Can you run? Okay, that did cause some damage, and we need to restrict everyone to their home zone, just so they don't firefight this area, which I guess is the other thing, is I can just remove that from our home zone. There we go. Makes things a little simpler. Okay, try again, Jabert. We didn't get anyone coming out of that. Oop, and you missed. That doesn't help. Try again. And that's a lot closer to you, not the location you'd want to be. Try again, Jabert. I need to click on him, not the door. And are you going to throw again? You are still attacking an area? Or not? Jabert, what are we going to do with you? Throw in. We aren't causing damage to the ship yet. Try again, come on, please. This whole idea of a heat trap isn't going to work, and you're probably having heat effects right now. You are very hot. You don't have heat stroke, so that's something. Okay, how about a little closer? You should be able to hit it now. Yep, there we are. Run away. Should be able to run. Yes, you did. So awesome. We have a heat trap. Drone intensifiers. This should be interesting. So Jabert, I will get you to run. Well, you don't have a very wide range, do you? Oh, it's not too bad. So if I can place you just here. So the heat, it is 260 or something inside, and it's still indoors. This is actually going to work. Well, assuming these guys get heat effects. So double check. You don't have any injuries. Oh, well, that's a shame. That is a real shame. I thought that would take damage. Comfortable temperature range up to 250. Well, it was worth a shot. It is 330 now. It did heat up. Interesting. But that is still not enough to do anything to your health, I'm assuming. Also, Jabert, is it possible for you to... No, it doesn't look like it. It is a shame that they're coming around the back side, probably because of our defense structure. How long will it take you to mine through? Oh, they're going to come through any second. Well, it was worth a shot, this fire trick, anyhow. So, where can we position people? Well, not in a very good location. I might just pull Tashi right back into this and see what happens. Yep, there we go. That lost all the heat, and they won't be taking any damage. Unless you are... Oh, that's an interesting choice there, Siler. It is digging the crash ship itself. Obviously someone didn't do the right IA for this guy. Yep, and now it's attacking the caller. Interesting. You wandering around? So it did actually start to attack its own ship. Got itself into a little bit of a tizzy there. Sure, things are slow, and people should start to fire now. Tashi, can you just throw it around here? I think will be fine. And get back inside, please. You didn't get hit. Excellent. Now throw it actually on the guy. And that we missed, but we do have a lot of fire. Wow, that actually worked quite well. You're still throwing in the wrong location, so... And you're under cover, so that helps. People are just taking pot shots to you, left, right and centre. Well, that worked well. That worked really well. So these 3, 4, can't count, can go up to here. Then, so we can get them to fire at the ship and get rid of it as fast as possible. And Jabert, just be unrecruited and do something else for the time being. Like, how about if we unforbid these guys, because they do have plaster, which is very useful to us. So, with that said, unrestrict everyone so they can get jobs done. And, oops, Jabert, what are you doing? Unrecruit. No, recruit. Wait. Oh, whoops, I've selected 2 people. Well, you 2 go up there. Where's Jabert? No, I actually did select him. He was unrecruited. There we are. You cannot bury the cider because it's burning. You can't put it out. Interesting. How about if I put this in the home zone? Would you then actually put this guy out and just you as well? Oops. Just do a 3x3. It should be enough. Extinguish the fire. Hopefully this works. Let's see what happens. And they don't have too many heat effects inside? No, they don't. Yeah, put out that fire. And nope. You need to extinguish the fire before you can grab the corpse. Yep, pull the cider. There we go. So that's that cider, and that will be one set of material. So With that said, we'll position people around the ship, just so they don't risk shooting each other. Who else needs to be moved? Tashi, I guess we can move you up into that corner. And get them all to focus fire on the ship itself. So you attack the ship, you attack the ship, you attack the ship using a sniper at close range. This could be disastrous. And the shotgun. See how this goes. Yep. Cool. And, oh, Tashi's on fire. That's, you're standing on the fire. How about if we move you by a block? Yep. That worked. Keep firing at the ship. And we should be able to get through it. Oh, that was relatively easy for what it was. Was that like a fire bead? Because that just hit Tashi. That was a little drop of fire coming through. That was odd. It's moving by one. There we go. Attack and crash ship. Try again. Y is doing it. And oops, what are you doing, Air? You're on fire. Of course you are. I guess that's what happens when you've got an enclosed area and fire. And yet, there is fire that is directly attacking these guys who are standing around. How odd. Fire at the crash ship and keep them going. We'll get you guys out soon. But the ship must go. And yeah, I don't know where your bullet just went. Yep, there we are. You're hitting it, it's nearly gone. I'll get ready to unrecruit you guys so you can go back and enjoy yourself. Yep, that fire is definitely targeting our people. Okay, unrecruit. Unforbid for starters. See if we can hold the persona core in. That's definitely one thing we need. And hold the silver in. Yep. Two of the most important things, and the rest of that can burn. Oh, apart from that side though, which luckily Y got to it in time. Didn't realise it taken that much damage. But yeah, hold the cider in. It's very useful, and Airs, I was surprised I didn't unrecruit you. Thought when you're on fire you would unrecruit yourself, but obviously not. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Actually went quite well. I'm very surprised. Is a lot of work to still be done, and that can continue burning itself out. I'm not too concerned about that. A bit of a waste of wood, unfortunately, but yeah, you win some, you lose some. I guess that can be applied to this topic. Anyhow, Rain, how are you going? Low expectations in dark. Well, how about this? I will just get someone to strip you. Jabir, come on, you can strip Rain the servant. And that all should fix the constrained clothes buff. Did you just put on clothes? I think you just put on clothes. I just told you to be stripped. And you're stripped. Yep, haul the jacket out. We'll have to grab the pants. Do the pants count for anything? You're still wearing constrained clothes. Is that a... Yep. So Jabir, try again. Strip the Rain. There we go. Oh, and Rain's already put on the pants. Strip her again. Try it again. Slow it down. Stripped. Now hold the pants out. There we are. Now Rain can't get up. And you are happily nude. That gives a very good positive buff that we can use to our advantage. Definitely to our advantage. I'm happy with that. Well, it's on to another night. While it doesn't quite feel like morning, the sun is just hitting. People are already up and about, which is nice to see. I'm guessing they've missed their sleeping shift. Yep, the place is burnt down. Amusingly, the roof is still there. Oh, there we are. The roof had just collapsed, though some of the roof still exists. Interesting. Someone can deconstruct the door as well. We can get some of the granite back, which is good. And what am I doing? Let's get the building, our structures back up. Get everything as it should be. What are we using for this? We are using marble. No wonder why it looks a little fancy. Oh wait, I can click on this and build a copy. Makes things a lot easier. Yeah, over there and over there. Don't think we have them enough marble for all this, do we? It's 203. Probably very close, though we'll have to see how it turns out. And we have a roof collapse. Things were crushed. Wait. Why? You didn't get... Okay, you've just got a head injury. Oh, that wasn't good. That door was actually part of the roofing. Interesting. Oh, at least you didn't die, did you? And you didn't lose any body parts either. Well, that got me worried there for a second. Wasn't quite prepared for someone to die from a roof collapse of all things. Well, We've still got 2 guys to try and recruit, or 2 people. But I think things are turning out well. Now, I wonder, we should in theory be able to build the medical bed. So, let's see if I can spot it. Because the research has been done for it. Is it a miscellaneous object? Is it a... Let's pause for a second. I need to spot it. Well, that was stupid of me. We're actually still researching it. We're right at the very end. For some reason, I thought we actually had it done. And we have beavers. Oh. Whereabouts are they? We'll just flag them all to be hunted. Hopefully we don't get a beaver revenge. But I'm assuming they are relatively rare. We don't have to worry too much. Maybe I'll just keep it an iron tassie just to make sure. How about this? Why don't you just shoot the closest one? Might be a little easier. Yep, keep on hunting. See if you can actually hit them. You're hopeless. What are we going to do with you? You're 11 skill and you still cannot hit them. I'm just wondering, is it something to do with the weapon? That's a survival rifle, normal quality at 58%. It's not too bad. Who knows. But let's unrestrict... Well, the Megatheriums can go into their home, their animal area. Now, how looks like Stoneface here has actually been fully trained. Yep, Stoneface has been trained. So we can unrestrict Stoneface, and Stoneface can start doing some hauling for us, which will be really good to see. And Mason is yet to be fully trained on the haul. It'd be nice to see what level the Husky is at, but unfortunately we can't. But we'll wait until the morning to work out what we're going to do next. Well, I was saying that, and we had Alpha Beaver Revenge twice. So we are definitely running away inside. I think it will be best if I recruit everyone, and recruit, unrecruit, lose Bertha, and we'll try again. Yep, try it once more. So people should, yeah, there are. They should be running. Yep, run. It looks like we actually hunted most of the alpha beaver. It's only 2, but I'm not going to take the risk. So you guys, yep, you're up against the line. See, everyone's in the correct ordering. Yep, I'm fine with that. So they should start firing sometime soon. These guys should be in range for most of these guys, unless they haven't got the sniper rifle. So airs, what have you got? See, assault rifle, come over here, and Y, go over there. I don't think we'll need all these people to take out 2 alpha beavers. Yep, I was right. Now there's only 1. We should be able to hit it. Come on. It's just a beaver. And it's right in front of you. There we go. Unrecruit and get you to haul the alpha beavers inside, which is more meat for us. So we should be able to get some fine meals. Now, looks like we just had a couple of things that they disappeared. Oh well. Now, this building, we need to unroof it first. That prevents collapses. So expand. Nope. We're on a clear roofing build area. And expand no roof area. So we want to put no roof over this area. So they'll remove it, and then we can move our little garden shed because it's a little bit in the way of some of our growing patches. I'm trying to find the word for it. There we go. And I'm surprised I didn't flag that one to be hauled already. Oh well. And they are celebrating to get to, well, they are gathering to celebrate Jabir and Y's marriage. There we go. And it's not raining, it's not too warm. People are coming out into this area. Excellent. That's what it's there for. Because the beauty is really quite high, which is the whole point of this area. Yep, I'm happy with it. Cool. Really good to see. I will as well, what's that? Turn this mode off and watch it. They're beginning the ceremony. Cool, you're wandering a little far away from the beauty places and they just started dying off. Well, I guess it can't last forever. Is it done? Just a lot of wandering around and waving at each other by the looks of it. And yep, there we are. Those 2 are now officially married, which means they get an enormous buff from all of this. Let's see. The need got married to Y, positive 50. That's really good to see. It also makes our life a lot easier to deal with bad moods. Not that we're having any issues right now with this, but actually, the other thing I guess I can do is expand no roof area to this as well. It means someone will come around to take it down, but it should at least prevent any possible collapses. There we go. Stone faces started to do some of the hauling. See, it was worth buying these dogs after all, even if we had to sell pretty much everything. Yep. By the looks of things, we can also put the path down to this building. So that is a floor and concrete. There we go. It's there somewhere. So that's that. We still need to get the back wall done and house the marble supply. It is getting a lot lower, but it looks like we can finish the last section off, especially if people are adding or creating more blocks for us to use. So we'll certainly let that be and see what comes of us in the morning. Now, I'm going to get someone to actually focus on the construction of the walls. It is nice that they are doing the butchering and other things, and you're going to haul the beaver skin to the stockpile, that's fine, but I'd rather you do the building, because it'd be nice to have another place to put items, and possibly expand cooling and a lot of other things, but like I said, I'd rather see the building up, and it means we can get some of the pathways ready, and actually, with that said, I should be able to, not the paved tile, but the concrete. It's not very nice, but it does mean we have a path up to the top here. Oh, Alpha Beaver Revenge. Thought we got rid of all these guys. Obviously not, there's just a couple of them around, and I wonder if I double click on all of them. Okay, so Tashi. We know which ones are going to attack you. That one. There's only one beaver, okay. I had the impression that it was all of them, but I'll slow it down. Let's see if we can get rid of this one alpha beaver by yourself. Come on, hunt it, you can fire it, it'll only take one shot. And I probably should have got you to run. You missed at close range. Right. Run away! It's probably a bit late to do that. And Jabber, can we recruit you? Yeah, come down here. Let's see. Tashi... No, Jabber's the one with the good leg. Nope, you've got the bionic leg, so you'll be fine. So Jabber, we'll put you, say, over here. And you should have a good... good view on the alpha beaver to attack. So, actually, I'm just going to recruit you now. Recruit. And tell you to fire... No, you're out of range. What are you using? You have Molotov cocktails. Oh, this should be interesting. And can you attack now? Have this. I'm just going to preempt roughly the position of the alpha beaver. How about there? Try. See what happens. And that was pretty dead on, actually. I will get Jabber to focus on hunting the alpha beaver. Actually, it's right click. Fire at alpha beaver. No, it's too far away. It is on fire, but it is still a man-hunting animal. So recruit, unrecruit. See if you can fire on this one animal. It's sitting right there. Actually, I'll get Jabber a little closer. Saw another cocktail in. And, oh, it's actually dead. Never mind, that was a bad idea. And let's, boom. Go, actually, unrecruit. You can't put out the fire. Right, this is a little annoying. It'd be nice to be able to put out fires on burning bodies without having to mark the area. Come on, Jabber. You can extinguish it, and Tashi, you go do your thing. Jabber, can you put it out? I'd rather not have the alpha beaver carcass burn. Thank you. And you're also hauling it. Cool, I'll let you do your thing, and that fire is going to go out of control. Of course it is. Well, I'll just let it happen. It's not the end of the world. Cool, we have a new recruit, so we have recruited Rain. That's surprising. Rain was the harder of the two to recruit, and Ed has a table and has been around for a lot longer. It is right, you are set to be recruited, yes? Yes, you are. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. And Rain. Well, you are nudist, so let's make sure you stay nude for your happiness. Let's see, that is current outfit. Rain, you are nudist. Bam. Edit. So you can only wear headgear. Okay, that's fine. That should work out. And recruit, unrecruit. That should change your priorities. You've dropped everything. Excellent. So, double checking your characteristics. Oops, needs, sorry. And you are very cold, but you are happy. And that very cold debuff only happens when you're in the freezer. Well, that's not the end of the world. And since this is a very warm colony, it makes our life a lot easier. We also have, 6 fine meals around. That is really good to see. Well, I think it is about time that we put in... Should we put some vents into these rooms? I think we should at least put a vent into this room. Because just trying to consider how I want to keep things cool. No, actually, I'll just keep a single vent. I won't put a vent, I'll just put a cooler down. I think that will work best. And is the research done? It's not done, and it's not being worked on either. What are you doing, Fu? Whereabouts are you? You're trying to recruit Ed. That is actually fine. I don't have any issue with that. We need to change all of Rain's priorities, and you're also not going to be a doctor. That's a bad idea. We have 2 doctors, and that's enough. Can you warden? Rather you not. Handling, you're fine. I'd rather you not. Cooking, you're actually not too bad. I'll put you as the second cook. There we go. Got 2 cooks and heirs. Actually 8 and 5. Now you could call some food. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's see if that's a 4 and a 7. Actually, yeah, heirs can be turned off for sure. You do have passion, so in the long run you could produce some very nice meals, but we'll hold off. Construction, well, actually no, construction can stay off, but repair can always go on. Repair is a very simple task, and if it does fail, I don't think the buildings don't go down or they don't get more damage, so it's not the end of the world. And you have absolutely no skill for growing or mining, so that's a definite no for turning on for those. What about plant cutting? Well, there's no harm in putting that as a 2. I actually think cleaning and hauling will be your other number 1 priorities next to plant cutting. It saves Fu some work. So Fu, you are hunting alpha beaver. How about you cannot prioritize research? Research is long term. Well, okay, I guess I'll just change your schedule. Fu is meant to be our primary researcher, so let's make it so. Drop everything that shouldn't be, we don't want to be a 1 down to a 2, and that should make life a lot easier. There we go. Also remembering to recruit and unrecruit so she recalculates what she has to do in our fair colony. So that's an emu. We can hunt the emu. We don't need it in our base. Got a feeling it's probably been eating some of our crops, but it's not the end of the world. Just don't shoot our animals or our people when you start firing Tashi. But cool thing is, the shooting should start going up. Yep, there it is. It's increasing. But there is a max. That's interesting. There's a maximum number of skill that can be learnt in every day. Well, I guess logically it makes sense, but it's a bit of a nuisance if you ask me. So we're going to deconstruct some of these blocks. It means we'll get them back, and we'll make a proper storage place for our batteries, or quote-unquote a garden shed. There we go, and you're unroofing things. Excellent. So actually I can do a full deconstruct job now on these. There we go. Yeah, and Y is going to take our time. That's fair enough. So, what was that? We have cargo pods. Yay, more materials, more... That's an emu. We've got some limestone blocks, so I'll unflag them, and we can use them to build. That should definitely help with our colonists. Now, we don't have the research yet, or the material for creating a ship, but it is something we should be working towards. Let's see. Yeah, because we need the multi-analyzer plus a lot of extra research. So it is still a little bit of a way away, but the base is turning out quite well. Now, this raid, let's see what we have. Now, that's definitely a few people to deal with, but our colony is also big enough that we should be able to deal with it. But we'll have to wait until next episode, because we've hit definitely past the wrapping up point for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been certainly quite fun, and I look forward to seeing what happens in the next episode. So as always, if you have something to say, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm always open for suggestions and hints on things. And if you decide to like the channel, like the video on this channel, it definitely supports and helps grow this channel and allows me to keep on providing content down the track when I well, I'm always going to be providing content for this channel. That's not going to stop. Anyhow, as I've said in the past, and will say in the future, I'll see you around sometime.